The Moai of Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, are some of the most iconic and mysterious archaeological structures in the world. These monolithic statues, standing stoically across the island's landscape, have captivated historians, archaeologists, and curious minds for centuries. The Moai are not merely giant stone heads or faceless sentinels. They are deeply embedded in the spiritual, social, and political fabric of the ancient Rapa Nui civilization. To truly understand the significance of the Moai, one must delve into the history, culture, and environment of Easter Island, as well as the complex and advanced methods used to create and transport these enormous figures. Easter Island, located in the southeastern Pacific Ocean, is one of the most remote inhabited places on Earth, situated nearly 2,300 miles from the coast of Chile. Its isolation has played a crucial role in the development of its unique cultural identity. The island's original Polynesian settlers, who arrived around 1200 CE, established a society that, for centuries, flourished in isolation from external influences. Central to their culture was the belief in the power of ancestral spirits, and it was this belief that fueled the creation of the Moai statues. The Moai, representing deified ancestors, were intended to project mana, or spiritual energy, to protect and benefit the communities. The construction of the Moai began soon after the settlers' arrival, and continued for several centuries. Each Moai was carved from volcanic tuff, a soft rock found primarily in the Reno Raraku quarry, which became the main production site for these statues. The figures vary in size, with the tallest completed Moai standing at about 33 feet and weighing approximately 82 tons. However, some unfinished Moai, like the largest one found at Reno Raraku, would have stood over 70 feet tall if completed. The creation of such massive figures demonstrates the extraordinary skill and organization of the Rapa Nui people. They developed sophisticated tools and techniques to carve the statues with precision and artistry, ensuring that each Moai was imbued with the unique characteristics and personality of the ancestor it represented. The role of the Moai in Rapa Nui society cannot be understated. These statues were placed on stone platforms, known as ahu, which served as both ceremonial sites and tombs for important individuals. The Moai's position on the ahu, typically facing inland rather than toward the sea, symbolized their role in watching over and protecting the living. The relationship between the Moai and the people was one of mutual respect and reverence, as the statues were believed to channel the spiritual power of the ancestors to bring prosperity and harmony to the community. The process of carving and erecting the Moai was not merely a technical achievement, but also a social and political one. The construction of the statues was a communal effort, involving large groups of workers who were organized into various clans. Each clan was responsible for producing its own Moai, and the size and grandeur of the statues reflected the clan's status and influence. The labor-intensive nature of the work required advanced knowledge of logistics, engineering, and social cooperation. It is believed that the Rapa Nui people developed a system of ropes, wooden sledges, and possibly even rolling logs to transport the statues from the quarry to their final resting places on the ahu. This feat, considering the island's challenging terrain and the enormous size of the statues, remains one of the most impressive aspects of the Moai's construction. However, the story of the Moai is also one of tragedy and decline. By the time European explorers first arrived on Easter Island in the 18th century, the Rapa Nui civilization had experienced a significant collapse. The once thriving society, capable of producing some of the most remarkable structures in the Pacific, had been reduced to a struggling population grappling with environmental degradation, social unrest, and resource depletion. The cause of this decline has been the subject of much debate among scholars, with various theories pointing to overpopulation, deforestation, and internal conflict as contributing factors. One of the most prominent theories is that the construction of the Moai, while a testament to the ingenuity of the Rapa Nui people, ultimately contributed to the island's ecological collapse. The process of transporting the statues required the use of large amounts of timber, which was sourced from the island's forests. As the demand for timber grew, the island's once lush forests were gradually depleted, leading to soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and a decline in agricultural productivity. Without sufficient resources to sustain the population, social and political tensions arose, culminating in a period of warfare and destruction. The fall of the Rapa Nui society also marked the decline of the Moai. Many of the statues were toppled, either as a result of internal conflict or during the arrival of European explorers, who brought with them diseases and further disrupted the island's fragile social fabric. The once venerated Moai, symbols of spiritual power and social cohesion, became silent witnesses to the collapse of the society that had created them. Despite this decline, the Moai remain a powerful symbol of the resilience and creativity of the Rapa Nui people. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve and restore the statues, as well as to revitalize the cultural heritage of the island. The Moai continue to attract visitors from around the world, serving as a reminder of the ingenuity of ancient civilizations and the complex interplay between culture, environment, and human ambition. In this exploration of the Moai, it is essential to understand not only the technical and artistic achievements of the Rapa Nui people, but also the cultural, social, and environmental factors that shaped their creation. The Moai are not just stone figures. They are embodiments of a rich and complex history that continues to captivate and inspire.